Hi there, it's Ina here, and I will be making another art journal page. And for starters, I just gessoed it, dried it, and now I'm adding some drops of very simple craft acrylic paints, a couple different shades of blue, and my baby wipe will help me to blend these colors together for a very simple background. Now, the theme of this page will be Scarecrow. And when I was thinking about which direction to take that and what to do, I felt like decorating a face in a way you would do face painting, because that's something I do quite often. So I was looking for a nice image in a magazine to start with, and I found this lady, and I like her. She has cute little braids, and also her face faces me completely, which I like. So I'm cutting her out in detail, and I know there is a piece missing on top of her head, but that's okay. We will fix that because I will add something to it anyhow. So I will be using matte medium to attach it to the page, using my credit card to smooth it all out because I don't want a whole bunch of bubbles, and it goes on pretty smooth because my background has no texture, so this is quite easy. So the whole process is quite simple. I use very simple materials, so that's why I'm speeding it up quite a bit. All right, here I am making a hat because I think the scarecrow needs a hat. And I use this deli paper to trace the shape of her face so that I get the shape right. And then I will trace it with some carbon paper, just on some sturdy art paper. It's some mixed media paper, so it's fairly sturdy. I cut it out, and then I will also paint it just using my acrylic black paint. After I cut it out, I actually had to do a little adjustment right around your ears to just make it look like it has a perfect fit, and it came out pretty well. So this can dry, and I'm also covering the whole image with the matte medium, so it's just easier to paint. Now, I'm not going for a natural look here at all. I want it to look very painterly, and I want it to have kind of a little bit of a blotchy effect with these very bright fall colors. And I'm just having fun outlining the whole face and giving her um, a base for the scarecrow makeup. Now, this video is part of a video hop, and the title is Scarecrow. So if you go down in my description box, you will find a whole lineup of wonderful videos by talented artists here on YouTube. And if you follow the lineup, you will go full circle and you won't miss anything. And I think it will be a very enjoyable experience for you. So please don't forget to check my description box below. This hop, by the way, is organized by Studio ABC, which is a Facebook group started by Linda Ann Smith. And Linda is, of course, part of this hop as well. So I continue painting, moving into the brighter colors, the bright red for her lips, and now I'm starting the scarecrow design. And I will stick with real bright colors, green and blues, to make it really bright and lively. As I'm not working on proper art paper, I have to go over these colors a couple of times to really make them opaque enough to cover up what's underneath. And as you will see, I cover pretty much everything except her eyes. I just kind of felt I wanted it to look like, you know, another person is peeking through the facade of the scarecrow. So after a couple of layers of this really bright colors, I'm using my black to finish up the eyebrows and also to outline her braids. I'm also finishing up her hair because I want to get it ready so I can add the hat. And well, I think she needs to be redressed as well. So I will be working on some different clothes for her just to kind of pull it all together and make it all match with each other. So now I'm positively running out of things to say, at least for a little while, because this is pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to let you listen to some music, but I'll be back in just a little bit. meantime, I glued on the head using my mud medium, and I gave it a little bit of shading just to separate the rim from the rest of the head. I also added some highlights to the little designs. I finished up the clothes and painted the hands, and now I'm outlining all these little designs and making little stitches all around it. First in black, and then later on, when this is all nice and dry, I'll go over it again with white as well. And that sets it off really nicely. Now it's detailing I really enjoy doing, and I probably often go overboard in it. But especially with a fairly simple design like this one, I think adding little extra touches will make it more interesting and bring everything more into focus and just make the overall look be a lot more appealing. So yeah, I don't mind to spend a little extra time on it. This is really fun. So still fixing up a little bit of the underlying color on her nose, going over her lips again, and a little bit of stitching there too. And you'll see I will continue with some outlining in black as well as some more highlights on her clothes, on her hair, and so on. Now it's time for border, and I'm using my sponge and some rather dry white acrylic paint just to give a bit of a cloudy white border. And I found this quote in a magazine, and it says, "Put your best face forward." And I thought it was so fitting. So I will be gluing this down, and I will also use my gel pen just to go around the edges of it. So this is nearly the end of my video. Please do go in the description box and follow the hop and find all the other fun Scarecrow projects waiting for you. I hope you enjoyed this time with me. Here's my finished picture, and I will also post some photos. Thank you so much for coming. Bye bye for now.